I'm not gonna lie, I seen something the other day that actually made me pretty mad. Usually I don't get mad at things on Twitter. Usually I kind of just cringe and I'm like, bro, do people actually think this way? And I laugh it off. But this actually kind of made my blood boil because do people actually think this way? Are people this privileged? Alright, so there was a tweet saying, what has this pandemic shown you? And people can quote these tweets and reply to them. And this lady says, America is the worst country in the entire world. And it's not even close. And so basically she's implying that America is the worst country, that we have it the worst and it's not even close. What makes me so mad about this tweet or this reply is she says it's not even close. The privilege you have to say something like this is honestly off the charts. The water we shit in is cleaner than the water a lot of people drink in other countries. I hope people realize that. I am not no patriot by any means. Like, I am not a patriot. Let's get that out there. I'm probably not even gonna vote. I really don't give a shit. I'm not political, but I do know that America has its problems. There is racism in this country. There's a lot of problems in this country. But to sit here and say that America is the worst country and say that there's no other country in any situation even more dire is honestly so fucking sad. I wonder if any of these people even saying this have even been outside of America. Have any of these people even been to like third world countries? I'm actually very curious. This kind of stems to show you guys that Americans are actually super selfish. I'm an American myself, so don't be coming at me. I'm a Hispanic living in America. I was born here though. Like, I'm more American, or I'd be considered American. But to think that Americans have it the worst is honestly something that someone with privilege would say. I don't know if people realize this, but there's people in other countries that don't even have access to clean water. And I'm not saying that everyone's situation in America is amazing, because trust me, I have family. My parents back in the day weren't in the best situation. I'm not saying that everyone's situation in America is amazing, but to think that America is the worst country in general to be in, that's honestly something someone with privilege would say. There's kids being married at 12 in other countries against their will. There's people being stoned to death and executed for their religion and their sexuality in other countries. And I'm not saying that there's not homophobia and all these other things in America, but if you think there's not other countries with more prominent traces of this, then you're honestly very selfish. Just this tweet alone, it just shows you how people in America live in their own bubble. There's people in just as bad situations and even worse situations. But this shit made me mad when I'm not even political and I'm talking about it. Bro, I'm not saying that there's people in America that have shitty situations, because there is. But fuck, like, what's the average kid in America's problem? Oh, I didn't get to try the Travis Scott burger. Oh, like, what's the worst thing that's happened in America and besides coronavirus? Oh, the little kids didn't get to play Fortnite that one day or two that the fucking black hole existed. Like, bro, it's honestly cringy. People in America contemplate what they're gonna eat for dinner. People in other countries are wondering if they're even gonna eat at all that day. And look at this lady's profile picture. The one that said that America's the worst country, she's just chilling on a balcony with a glass of wine. You have a glass of wine in your hand. Shit, the average person in another country probably doesn't even have access to clean water. The privilege you have to say some shit like this. Bye, guys.
Bro, you don't think I'm guilty, but I'm guilty myself, bro. I'm over eating 30 cheeseburgers and mother freakers in other countries can't even get one.